Y&R The Restless spoilers Fridays, full May 15th, 2026. Welcome back to the channel. Follow Genoa City Addicts. Today is a beautiful, dramatic day to completely lose our collective minds over the absolute chaos unfolding on our screens. Grab a huge cup of coffee, or maybe something a lot stronger, because we need to sit down and unpack every single and hinge thing that just went down. We have so much to talk about, and I am bursting at the seams. I cannot believe what they are doing with Matt Clark right now. I mean, are we seriously supposed to buy this ridiculous amnesia storyline? I am sorry, but no, just no. We are talking about Matt Clark, one of the most twisted, calculating, evil villains this show has ever seen. And suddenly he's just wandering around town claiming he doesn't know who he is. Give me a break. If I woke up tomorrow and genuinely had no idea what my own name was or where I came from, I wouldn't be casually strolling around making small talk with the locals. I would be in the nearest emergency room having a full-blown panic attack. You don't just lose your entire identity, your personality, your memories, and act like you're just mildly confused at a coffee shop. Because let's be real, a lack of identity is a deeply traumatic experience. But Matt, he's playing it way too cool. He's absolutely faking it. He is a sick, twisted psychopath who is playing a massive game of chess with everyone in Genoa City. And I am furious that anyone is even slightly buying it. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about that moment with Phyllis. Oh my God, the look on her face. Am I the only one who actually screamed at the television when Matt introduced himself and Phyllis's eyes practically bugged out of her head? Because she knows. She knows exactly who he is and the trail of absolute destruction he leaves in his wake. Michelle Stafford acted the absolute hell out of that scene. You could see the gears turning in her head the second he said his name. And honestly, this couldn't have happened at a more insane time for her. Because Phyllis is drowning right now. I mean, she is completely spiraling out of control. Christine has her backed into a corner with that fake AI evidence. Victor is tightening the noose around Summer's corpse, and Michael is practically begging her to just listen to reason for 5 seconds. She is feral, she is defensive, and she is desperate for a miracle. And suddenly, the universe literally drops Matt Clark right into her lap. So what is her next move gonna be? Because we all know Phyllis Summers never does the safe, logical thing. She is desperately in need of redemption after all the bridges she's burned lately. I know some people are loving this idea of Phyllis teaming up with Matt to take down the Newmans, but personally, I think that would be the dumbest thing she could possibly do. If she tries to use Matt as a weapon against Victor, Victor will crush her into dust. He will not hesitate. But what if she uses Matt as a bargaining chip? Think about it. What if she plays mind games with Matt, figures out his whole fake amnesia scam, and then hands him over to Victor on a silver platter? Here you go, Victor here is the man who tortured your sons and poisoned your family. Now call off Christine and give me my company back. It would be the ultimate power move. It could be her complete redemption arc. But then again, this is Phyllis. She almost always overplays her hand, so she probably tried to play both sides and end up blowing everything up. I am so here for it, but I'm also dreading the fallout. And speaking of blowing things up, can we talk about Jack Abbott? I am so disappointed in him right now I could scream. Jack is officially the most desperate man in Wisconsin. He is actually manipulating Patty Williams. Have we learned absolutely nothing from the past 20 years of this show? Patty is completely unhinged. She is dangerous. Remember when she poisoned Summer Newman? Yeah, didn't work out too well for anyone back then either. And now Jack is playing on her pathetic, lingering obsession with him just to get back at Victor. I know why he's doing it. I kinda get it. Diane caught him in a compromising position with Nikki right after the whole boat disaster with Patty, and now Diane is threatening divorce. Jack is panicking. He feels like his entire life is falling apart, and he blames Victor for pulling the strings. So what does he do? He goes right to the most unstable person in town and dangles himself like a carrot to get her to expose Victor. It is so gross, and it is so incredibly risky. Because going up against Victor Newman is basically a death wish on a good day. But sending Patty Williams to do your dirty work, she is a loose cannon. If she thinks she actually has a shot at being with Jack again, she will do whatever he wants, but she will also destroy everything in her path to get it. I am terrified of what she's gonna do. Are they actually going to take down Victor? Not a chance in hell. Victor is always 10 steps ahead. This is gonna blow up right in Jack's face, and honestly, he deserves it for using Patty like this. Okay, back to the point. Let's talk about the Newmans, because my heart is literally breaking into a million pieces for Nick. I've been watching since 2015, and this is by far one of the most agonizing storylines they've ever done with him. Adam actually did the right thing for once. He went to Victor and told him the truth about Nick's erratic behavior and the drug use. And you know what? I respect Adam for that. He knew Nick was spiraling. He knew Nick was drowning in this addiction that Matt Clark forced on him, and he knew he couldn't handle it alone. But Victor's reaction, oh my God, the tough love approach. A harsh reality check. Are you kidding me, Victor? Yelling at an addict and giving them a bitter pill to swallow is the absolute worst thing you can do when they are hanging on by a thread. Nick is terrified. He is completely consumed by his fear of this addiction. He never asked for this. Matt Clark poisoned him with fentanyl and cocaine, and now Nick's brain is literally screaming for it. He is fighting a war inside his own body. And Victor, in all his infinite, arrogant wisdom, thinks he can just bark orders and give Nick a harsh reality check to snap him out of it. It doesn't work like that. I mean, it just shows how out of touch Victor can be when it comes to emotional trauma. He thinks he can just bully his children into being okay. I know Victor loves Nick, and I know it breaks his heart to see his golden boy struggling like this, but his delivery is so completely toxic. So what happens now? Because Nick's fear is only getting worse. Victor's harsh words didn't cure him. They just isolated him even more. Nick feels like a failure. He feels like he's weak. And when an addict feels isolated and ashamed, what do? They use, I am so incredibly scared for Nick right now. You can see the desperation in his eyes. He is a ticking time bomb. Every time he gets behind the wheel of a car, every time he's left alone with his thoughts, I am just waiting for the other shoe to drop. The drug cravings are getting more intense, and Victor's tough love just pushed him further out onto the ledge. I know the forums are split right now. Some fans are cheering Victor on, saying Nick needs a wake-up call and needs to take responsibility. But I am sorry. I completely disagree. Nick is a victim here. Matt Clark orchestrated this entire nightmare. He broke Nick down psychologically and chemically. And now Matt is just wandering around town playing the amnesia card while Nick is literally fighting for his life and his sanity. It makes my blood boil. I really hope Phyllis figures out a way to tear Matt's fake amnesia story to shreds. I want her to expose him. I want Victor to realize that his real enemy isn't his son's weakness, but the monster who caused it. But knowing the show, they are gonna drag this out for maximum pain. Jack is gonna keep playing his stupid games with Patty. Phyllis is gonna scheme herself into a corner. And Nick, God, I don't even want to think about what Nick is gonna do next to escape the pain. I am dreading the next episode, but you better believe I will be glued to my screen the second it airs. Let me know what you guys think, because I am losing my mind over here and I need to know I'm not the only one seeing this train wreck coming.